But our next topic, cooking healthy food fast as fuck. So this is key, especially for us as men. We usually don't care about too many bells and whistles unless we want to look like a freaking chef. And I usually don't care. If it's good food, if it tastes good, and if it's convenient, then I'm good. That's all I need. And obviously healthy blood work to prove it. What's like a good cooking healthy food fast tip that you would say, Jameson?
Cooking is so easy to be overlooked. So I personally find cooking to be distracting, but I do find it to be effective if you're able to make something that is simple and consistent. It doesn't matter. You can be repetitive with it. It's not like you have to judge yourself. I think the first thing I would go for is quality. Even if you're not a good cook, I'd rather have quality burnt food than low quality prepared well food. So quality is super important. What you're cooking with is a good place to start with. Like we talked about earlier with the oils, with the fats. I want to stick to the saturated fats, the ghee butter, the things that are going to have a high smoke point, so you're not going to oxidize those fats. And then just stick into the stove top. I mean, the oven's good sometimes. Air fryer, there's some cool techniques out there. There's some great recipes in the Androgen diet book. I love sticking to the stovetop for my consistent meals. Sometimes I'll add a little flair and put in some exciting stuff to keep myself happy, because of course food gives you a big dopamine hit.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I just have my stone pan, my Ozeri stone pan, which is just super low toxin, affordable pan that I use pretty consistently for everything. And on that, I can cook grass-fed meats, eggs, veggies, and then I'll have my fruits, which are super easy to prepare, oranges, things like that, just available for me, so I'm not stuck being hungry. That's my problems. I don't have enough food. Some people have too much junk food laying around. I just don't have enough food in general.
Yep.
So I try and keep some fruits. I try and keep some sweet potatoes that I can tuck in the oven if I'm really feeling it. Plenty of cooking supplies like butter. I try and keep things nearby. I have frozen meats in the fridge just in case, so I don't run out of food. I try and keep that stocked fresh. And yeah, it just depends on what I'm getting, but quality first. Make sure you have quality cookware, quality. Just don't use a microwave. You don't need to cook in plastics. You don't need to be microwaving plastics. You don't need to be doing any of those convenient food things. It takes 5 minutes to cook something on the stovetop. Just heat something up. Rice cooker is super helpful. Just get yourself a little bit of rice, and that's your base for your meals. That's where I find my consistency. I don't even have a rice cooker. I just cook it in water and just let it do its thing for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then I'll just add it to my meal. But I need to get better at like leftovers. I usually don't cook with leftovers. I'll just eat all my food. And then every time I eat, I make it fresh every time. But leftovers are probably one of the most underrated things, especially if you absorb in glass. Invest yourself in some quality, like
glass Tupperware.
Yeah, just glass Tupperware, man. Those things are at like Walmart now. They're super easy to find, and they're going to last way longer than plastic, and you're not going to get all those phthalates. And then you're going to have your leftover rice, your leftover whatever else you're cooking in there. And then I like to throw in hot sauce too. I like to find a good quality hot sauce that doesn't have any weird ingredients, no xanthan gum, no citric acid, nothing too weird, just regular, just preferably organic. I try and optimize that food as well and eat organic, but sometimes organic food is just ridiculously overpriced compared to the conventional food, where depending on where you live. So I would highly recommend going for your meats qualities first, getting your grass-fed meat if you're going to optimize your quality, and then go from there, whatever you can work with, work down.
Yeah, I agree with all that for sure.
Eggs, high quality.
Eggs, dude, are like really quick, and especially you get the good pasture raised. Just throw them on the frying pan with some, fresh grass-fed butter is what my go-to is. And even sometimes, like, I'll make rice the day prior or have some leftover rice from my rice cooker, and then throw that in with the eggs. Make some quick fried rice. It's just so easy.
Throw in like organic frozen veggies in there.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Yeah. One of the go-tos that when I'm making something fresh is, like you said, the rice cooker. So you can cook the rice in the bottom compartment, and then in the top little compartment attachment they have, you can put all the veggies you want in there, or at least a good portion of veggies. You could buy them frozen or whatever, just cut up some broccoli, throw it in there, some potatoes even. That's what I usually do with my yams, is I'll cut them up like sideways, hot dog style is I guess how you call it, and just throw them in there, put some salt on them, and once the rice is done, then usually the potatoes or yams are done as well. So that's literally killing two foods with one appliance. And for the meat, of course, air fryer is the easy answer. It's basically a microwave, but better for you. And obviously, you can cook steaks. Like no one's cooking a fucking steak in the microwave.
Oh,
So,
God.
so air fryer is the way to go. And anyone out there that has attachments to foods such as like French fries, and you really love those kind of comfort foods, if you haven't bought yourself just a fresh potato from the grocery store and the produce section and cut it up yourself exactly how you want, throw it in there with some butter, some salt, garlic salt is what I like to put on there. Do that in your air fryer, and it's even better than if you were to go anywhere else. Like you'll be making yourself and perfecting your own like French fry recipe from literal fresh, high quality potatoes with 2-3 ingredients, which is like just the spice, the potato, and the fat source that you choose to add. It's amazing how far that can go with, and it tastes amazing. So, in the same way, you're really not having to concede the comfort foods when you do it right. So, yeah, like you can cook up some French fries in like 10-12 minutes in the air fryer. Just throw them in there, prepare them, shake some salt on them. 10-12 minutes later, it's done, perfect. If you want,
And dusted.
yeah, if you want, you can flip over the potatoes, throw them in for a little bit longer, get that perfect texture that you like. Some people like the crunchy outside and the, softer inside. But dude, air fryer is the way to go. And crock pot. Talk about crock pot. So it's not fast.
Oh, the crock pot foods.
It's not a fast way to cook, but it is a good way to just have shit ready. Like I have some grass-fed stew meat in the crock pot right now that I'm just gonna eat and absorb like right after we're done here. So it's just so tender.
I gotta
It's
eat.
ready. You just gotta think about it ahead of time, and it's just ready whenever you want. Throw in like a nice pork roast if you like that. It's amazing. Even chicken, dude. Like I don't like chicken at all, but if I throw a big chicken breast in the air fryer, or not in the air fryer, in the crock pot, it just is like shreddable, and the texture is something I can like finally be okay with eating because it's not tough. It's not like those Walmart frozen chicken breast things where it's just rubbery and tasteless. It's perfect. So
Perfect.
that's the go-to. That's the dream. Cooking your rice and you're steaming your veggies in the same appliance. Get some air fryer action, get some crock pot action. What more do you need? That's that's the way to go for sure. So that's that.
Great point.
I mean, another thing, quick food, healthy food, fast as fuck. Get yourself some raw honey
Stuck boy.
and just
Oh,
do some
yummy.
squirts whenever you need it. Raw honey is great for a lot of things. People that have allergies and stuff, just having it around. These healthy foods that are near you. Even these, my good old carnivore crisps, beef liver in there. If I feel like I want to snack on something, then I'll just
Whoa.
Scarf
I gotta
those
get my
in.
hands on those.
Yeah, do that. I got another one for you, and it's all within reach for me. But eat a couple Brazil nuts every day. Just a couple. But, you just have these good things near you, and they're ready, they're easily available. And that's the best way to do it. Make it easy on yourself. So don't go through the Popeyes drive-through. Go to Target and pick up on all the hot single mom
many
baddies
hot single
that shop
baddies.
there. Or even Whole Foods.
Oh,
Hit
we
on
started on the Whole Foods moms.
those beautiful blue-haired
Poppy.
ladies that shop at Whole Foods. That's the gig away because, there's not going to be a hot baddie that's at the drive-through of Popeyes. Let's just be honest. You're not going to meet the woman of your dreams going through
Hopefully not.
the place all the other guys that smell like hot dog water go eat at. So go to the source, go to the healthy grocery stores, and prepare that shit. And that's you're bound to find hot women when you're out grocery shopping, at least 2 or 3 at a time. Like Trader Joe's, that's a good pickup spot too. Do that. That's some advice even beyond food. So, all right. Well, We can go
Trader
ahead
Joe's
and
is a good one too.
which one is
TJ's, Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's? Oh yeah, yeah. Trader Joe's is a hot pickup spot.